We all have fears. We do. And so as we look at these fears, I want to make sure that you know what your fear is. What is your fear? Because there is something that constantly holds back. Sometimes it could be the fear of how heavy this phone is. Sometimes it could be the fear of wanting to place a phone call. Oh, but I got a notification on Facebook. Let me check that before I make a phone call. LOL. And then you forget about what you meant to do, right? The fear of that phone can sometimes hurt us. And I kind of want to tell you about my personal fear. I was asked this question about 2 years ago and said, Jonas, what is your fear? And 2 years ago, I said, I fear success. But I don't really think we fear failure, because sometimes it's, what if they say yes? Are you ready? Do you know how to sign them up? Do you know what to do? Do you know how to get them on a welcome call? Do you know how to get them on an overview call? Do you know the proper steps? And when you can practice these steps, you will be very, very successful. And I always say fear is limited vision. It's a lack of want to that can keep us stagnant. And it's that limited vision that I want to make sure that we get away from. But here's what we have to do. How many doctors are in the room? How long did y'all go to school? So when you were a freshman, were you as good as you are now? So why the hell do you think you're going to be good coming in day one here? Right? I want to make sure that we all understand a word called patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience. It's taking one new activity step by step, day after day, and consistency with that patience. Making sure that you continue to move forward. Growth and progress will help us every single day, but you can't work hard today and not work tomorrow, not work the next day. It's consistent steps, day after day, person after person, affiliate after affiliate. We're not going to be professionals day one. You are not a professional day one, but guess what? You have an upline. You have leadership in this company that have been professionals before. And even if you're a professional in another profession, all it is, and I call it a 2 millimeter rule. 2 millimeters, and we just change everything that you learned in your profession and we switch it to come here. It's 2 millimeter difference. So when you've been good and you've been a professional before, just change that 2 millimeters. But guess what? It's practice, it's practice, it's practice. Right? I hated practice as a football player. Chris, I know you feel the same. We don't like going to practice, but guess what? When it came to game day, that's what made us stand out over the other team. Make this business bigger than you. When I go to work every day, when I think about what I'm building every day, I don't build it for me because I can let myself down. And guess what? Nobody will know. But I won't let my teammates down. I won't let my affiliates down. I won't let my upline down. And I won't let any of you down. And I feel that way wholeheartedly. And story, when I tore my knee, it was the second to last game of my senior season in college. And I tore my first knee. And as I was laying there on the ground, just looking up, and all I see is the stadium lights, just thinking, what just happened? I've never felt pain like this before. I get carted off. They say, yeah, we think you tore your ACL, you're out for the game. We'll do some MRIs on it later. And as I was sitting there, the game, we were in the fourth quarter, we ended up going into overtime. And I'm seeing the fans cheer, and I'm seeing our guys do their job. And I'm sitting there crying on the sideline as a grown man football player. I wasn't crying because of me. I was crying because I let my teammates down. I let our fans down. The fans that wait in line for the fans that bring their children so that way they can meet you, they can take you. That's who I let down. It wasn't about me. So what I would tell you is make this business bigger than yourself. Get rid of that selfish ego and do it for the person next to you. Do it for that person that got you in. Do it for the leadership of the company. Do it for the new affiliates that you're going to bring in right now. Make it bigger than you, because I think that each and every single one of you have the ability to do this. Right? And there's a hunger. And I'll kind of finish off on this. There's a hunger that we need to make sure that we have. And if you don't have that hunger by yourself, that is why you are here today. You're here to get that hunger. You're here to get that belief. You're here to get that community. That's why you're here. You're here to build yourself up. If you don't have a hunger, if you don't have a drive, borrow mine. Borrow your leaders. Step up. Be that next leader and level of leadership that we are asking you to be. Because if we are all sitting here at a leadership summit, guess what you are considered? A leader. I want you to stand up right now. I want you to stand up and look at everybody to your left and right and say, I got this. I got this. I got this. Now tell them, you got this. You got this. You got this. If you're feeling it, say yes. Say yes. Say yes. My name is Jonas Crafts. Thank you so much. Let's have a great weekend.